How about now? Is that better? Is it warmer now, Killa? Kind of feels weird being back. Also, I see that Throne's bot has been very active while I've been away. Need colder? Okay, here you go. Was that cold enough for you? Anyway, I spent like a month at least trying to figure out what to do first on streaming when I came back. And honestly, I still wasn't sure today. Then I was looking at my browser and found I'd bookmarked something that I'd seen someone do a while back, like last year. Really, Gabby? I'm sure you're gonna hear the cat soon because for some reason she gets loud. But only does it when I'm in voice, so that's the weird part. Anyway, I decided I'm gonna attempt this Pokemon quiz stream and see how many of them I can get, because I don't know all 1025 that it says there are. And I also know it's this is where the second part of tonight's stream came from. I did a test on it. I put in 2 Pokemon before and saw that they don't have all the Mega Evolutions on this quiz yet. So I decided I'm gonna make a Mega Evolution tier list too, based on their designs, because we don't know the abilities of any of the new ones yet, although there's guesses on a couple of them. So it's just going to be how much I like or dislike the way the Mega Evolution looks. And people are gonna hate me for one of them because a very popular one is not one that I like, so... Starmie is actually my least favorite design of the new ones. Anyway, should we start with the Mega Evolutions, or should we start with should we start with the quiz? Dragonite and Victory Bell are both awful too, but Starmie, I'm sorry, that's yeah. Is it a Japanese film reference? I thought it was an Earthbound reference. I thought it was just referencing Starman from Earthbound. Because it does Starman's pose when you start your battle against it. At least I think that was... I don't know. That brings up something. I've never played any of the Earthbound games. I need to fix that. Anyway, tier list or quiz first? I'll let you guys decide. Okay. Earthbound reminds me, I still need to get Deltarune too, so I can continue it. Tier list, okay. So we're gonna be first switching music, because I've got a music live stream on for the tier list. Also, do you want this layout? Let me unmute that. Do you want this layout or this layout? I feel like that's a little loud. Well, for the tier list, I think this will work best, but for the quiz, I think being able to see everything will help more than actually like seeing everything would help more than seeing more detailed pictures of them. So we'll do the tier list first. All right. All the Mega Evolutions, I think. Let me double check. Oh yeah, it's even got the only 2 announced DLC ones, so yeah, it's all of them. Yep, I think they're all there. Alright. Is there one you want me to start with, or should we just work our way through by number? I also love that there's no F tier, because a couple of these belong there. Well, there's a bunch of new ones too. Legend ZA introduced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Z8 introduced 27 Mega Evolutions. Alright, I guess we'll start with the first one that got revealed. I don't know what order they got revealed after this one, but we'll start with, I don't know, should we start with the first one revealed or the actual first Mega Evolution? Because they're not the same one well, I mean, okay. With Pokemon, there's always, all the firsts for different things are all over the place, like, the first, there's a meme of someone playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the question they get is, what was the first Pokemon? And it gives all 4 answers that can be correct, which was, I believe it was Mew, Arceus, Bulbasaur, and Rhydon. Start with a Dorito. I mean, Mega Camerupt kind of looks like a Dorito. So you want to start with Mega Camerupt? Okay. Yes, Doritos. Now, I should mention that these are going to be based on what I think of their designs. And not how they are competitively. Some of the ones I'll have high up there are really good competitively. Some of them are so bad that people forget that they even exist. What the? Whoa, wait, that's new. Hold on. Stream Elements, what's that? What is that, Stream Elements? Oh, they changed their sponsorship thing. Okay. Apparently it's just, oh, hey, play all these mobile games, and then I guess I get something from it. I don't know. It's literally all mobile games. Most of them just no. Okay, no, there's one PC game. It's got a mobile version and a PC version of Honkai Star Rail on here. I'm gonna turn that timer off because I don't like that one. All right. Wrong one. It had to be this song. Anyway, yeah, there's gonna be some that people like that I'm gonna say I don't like, design wise. So yeah, I guess I'll start with Venusaur. Venusaur's just okay. Bulbasaur better be. It's just okay. Like, it's got a bigger tree and a flower on its head. That's it. That's the change for it. That's what it gets when it Mega Evolves. Charizard X. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give Charizard X a B. But Charizard Y, I'm giving it D. I like the changes Charizard X makes. Charizard Y, it gets little thin wing things on its arms and its head gets pointier, that's it. Blastoise, however, I'll give it a B, below Charizard. I will be disappointing you greatly on that one. The other people in chat already got a preview of where I'm gonna be putting Starmie. Beedrill, design-wise, that thing would be terrifying to see. The others are just, like, kind of normal. Blastoise would be just, okay, how can it even move? I could dodge stuff from that pretty easily. Beedrill is just like, okay, Beedrill on its own is, if you were to come across a Beedrill, it would be terrifying. Like, yeah, looking at its design, it's not that great originally. But I actually really like Mega Beedrill's design. Yeah, it really was too. I was actually surprised with Mega Beedrill when it came out, but that wasn't the most overpowered. Another one a lot of people don't like that I love the design of. Pidgeot. To the point where I'm actually debating moving it to S instead of A, but I feel like A fits it better. It's the change in the colors on it that I like. And now for the one everyone's expecting. Mega Raichu X. Mega Y. Actually, I like Y a little more than X. I'll put Y and C, but X is almost gonna be dead last on the whole thing. I say that looking at some of these and knowing that I'm putting them below Raichu for sure. Like, just in the first line, I see 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 I'm gonna be putting it below Raichu. Just in the first line. I don't like Mega Raichu X at all. Will that change if I ever end up using one? I don't know. That would involve buying the DLC, and I don't know if the DLC is going to be worth the price yet. Not till I know what else is being added with it. Mega Raichu Y, at least it resembles the old design that got leaked for Gorochu. Which I honestly hate that they kept something in referencing it in red and blue. Red, yellow, and blue. When you trade a Raichu on Cinnabar Island, and then talk to the guy you traded it to after that, he says, the Raichu you traded me went and evolved. And supposedly that's because Raichu did originally have a third evolution. There were designs for it and everything, and this looks like its third evolution design. Just with bigger ears and less brown, more orange. Moving on to Clefable, I'm putting it in between Charizard and Blastoise. Why is this giving me so much Deltarune music right now? Anyway, now, next one. What's that moth? What moth? Oh, the one I put in B? Is that what you're calling a moth? That's Mega Clefable. Yeah, that's Mega Clefable. Yeah, it's a small picture of it. Mega Alakazam. I would put it in low B tier, high C tier. But every time I look at it now, I think of one of the funniest things I've seen to come out of the memes from Pokemon X and Y. And that was a horde battle against a bunch of Vanillites. And the person sends out Alakazam, and then it was all in a... this part was in a comic, the rest of it was screenshots from the game. And then Alakazam just says, "My time has come," and Mega evolves, and it's got all these spoons to eat all the ice cream with. So just because it makes me think of that, I'm actually... I'm gonna put it below Clefable. I was gonna put it originally above Venusaur, but I just can't stop thinking of that comic looking at it. Victory Bell is easy. Victory Bell is a very, very easy one to answer. So Slowbro. Just... no. Those two are both awful. Gengar, though. Gengar's... yeah, I'll keep it below Beedrill. I'll keep Gengar below Beedrill. Starmie. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. At least it's better than Raichu Y. Or, not Y, Raichu X. No, wait. Hold on. I just remembered the lore for it. And the lore for it has made me never trust a Starmie ever again. And moves it up to C. It looks like that because it's trying to become closer to humans so that it can replace them. It wants to replace humans with Mega Starmies. Yeah. Hey, it's not a Pokemon game without weird Pokédex entries, and that's the weird one that I've seen so far. Mega Pinsir. Okay. So there... I mean, seeing all the megas to begin with is kind of a spoiler for ZA to start with. But this is more of a story spoiler. And I don't know if I want to talk about it, but... I don't know. If you guys want to hear about it, let me know, but it's related to my reason that I'm putting it right there. Putting it between Raichu Y and Venusaur. And this Kangaskhan is the one where I'm gonna remind you. This is just based on their designs, not how they perform competitively. So if it was how they perform competitively, it would be high S tier. But it's not. The baby Kangaskhan just left its pouch. That's it. That's the change. Like... yeah, that's it. It didn't really do anything worth the change. Until you get into competitive where it's one of the strongest megas to begin with. Like, it's up there with Blaziken and with Mawile and Beedrill. Ampharos is really good. I just realized 3 of these megas aren't even actually in the games yet. Raichu Y, Raichu X, and Chestnut aren't in the games yet at all. Mega Gyarados. It's going below Mega Blastoise for basically the same reason I put Mega Blastoise there. How can it move? Like, its body gets really thick toward its head and really thin at its tail. How can it move? Aerodactyl, it just got some stone shards embedded in it. It's going at least above... It's going above Venusaur, but that's it. Dragonite. It would be good if it wasn't for the wings on its head. But at least it's better than these two. The wings on its head and the weird tail that's as thick as its body, and yet it still moves on its legs normally. Not only that, its tail is longer than its body. Like, over half the length of this thing is just its tail. Mewtwo X. I'm putting between Charizard and Clefable, but Mewtwo Y, I'm putting up with Pidgeot. Mewtwo X is just normal Mewtwo with more muscles. Mewtwo Y makes me think of an alien. An alien that uses like mind control or something, and that makes it fit with the fact that it's the special attack expert of the two. Mega Meganium. That thing carried the end of the game for me. Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay, so my ZA team was Meganium, Gardevoir, Mawile, Lopunny, what did I have other than that? Everything. Oh, Ampharos. And my last one I kept swapping out. Sometimes it was Heracross. Sometimes it was Absol. Sometimes it was... What else did I use? I didn't use any new ones in its spot. Oh yeah, Charizard. Charizard Y was what I used. But the game was carried by Mawile, Lopunny, and Meganium. But design-wise, you just have more flowers. And they make it harder for you to move your head. At least Venusaur having more flowers and a taller tree on it, it can still move right. For Alligator, I both love and hate this thing's design. I love it when this is closed and it just looks like a giant Totodile. But when that's open and it's just sitting back like this weird growth out of its back, and other than that it looks the same. Mouth, okay. Mouth closed, well, weird mouth hat thing closed. I would actually put it mid-B tier, but since you don't see that most of the time, I'm putting it below Charizard Y. Ampharos, though. Ampharos is an easy high A. Which goes against some of what I was saying earlier of, oh, it basically adds nothing. But look at that hair. It's the same thing as with Pidgeot. Look at its hair. Steelix, I have never used one because every game that has had Mega Evolution, I've been a solo player, so I've never evolved an Onix in those games. Actually, I've never evolved an Onix, period. Not once. I've never once evolved an Onix. Because every game where where Steelix has been available, I just don't use it. I don't use Onix, I don't use Steelix. But that design's really good. It's going above Mewtwo. I like all the little glowing gems coming out of it. I like the little floating pieces of steel around it. Scizor. You're better than Kangaskhan. Actually, no. I'll put you up there with Pinsir. Pinsir's the start of you basically didn't change. Yeah, all that's different about it is it's got serrated teeth on its claws now. That's it. Instead of the claws being just smooth like crab claws, now they're just serrated crab claws. That's it. It's right there with the you didn't change. You just did, like, you just got serrated blades on your hands, or you just opened your wings. Your ears got the same shape as your tail. You have longer legs. You're out of your pouch. Your head's pointier. Like, that's the changes on it. Pinsir through Charizard Y. Heracross, same problem as Gyarados and Charizard, but at least it looks a little cooler. Houndoom. Actually, Houndoom's up there with my favorite Mega Designs, period. Like, I think it's not gonna be the top design, but I think it might end up like top 5 or 6. Skarmory, again. Again, it didn't change much. It's got bigger claws and it went from silver to gold. Unless it's the shiny, in which case it went from gold to silver. Shiny Skarmory is gold. Shiny Mega Skarmory is silver. Normal Skarmory is silver. Shiny Mega Skarmory is gold. All it did was swap colors and get bigger claws. That's it. That's its whole change. when I saw it in game, I was actually disappointed by it because Skarmory is one of my favorite flying types. Tyranitar. Up there with Houndoom. It just looks cool. Sceptile. Its tail turns into a giant, pointy, sharp missile. Like, if you use a special attack move on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with Mega Sceptile, it actually shoots the end of its tail at the opponent. Blaziken, everyone who knows me knows that Blaziken is one of my favorite Pokemon, period. And not only that, but Mega Blaziken, it's the fighting style change that I like. And there's another one that I'm gonna put up there that it's the same case. Oh, Metagross is going in S. Swampert. It's... You know what? Yeah, I'm putting it with Sceptile. I always look at it and think, "Oh, this thing's not very good. I don't like its design." And then I just look at it a little longer and I'm like, this makes me think of Left 4 Dead 2. I don't want to mess with this thing. Very, very unpopular opinion. Gardevoir's below Clefable. Gardevoir's below Blastoise, honestly. No, Gardevoir's below Heracross, but above Gyarados. I'll keep it above Gyarados. Like, I get what they're going for with it, but the design just... Okay, shiny Gardevoir though. Shiny Gardevoir's good, but this isn't for the shinies. This is just the megas in general. Sableye. Sableye, I love using it, but all it did was find a brand new gem to hide behind. That's it. Mawile, though. I'll put Mawile between Tyranitar and Houndoom. Mawile is one of my favorites. And that's ignoring the fact that Mawile was the one that was carrying my team for most of ZA. Aggron. It's better than Gyarados, but it's like Swampert if it's not as good. Medicham's going up there below Pidgeot, but above Sceptile. And then we have this thing. I actually like all of those better than Mega Manectric. Design-wise, Mega Manectric is one of my least favorites. In fact, looking at it, yeah, I think there's only two that are going to go below it. Yeah, there's only two going below it. And I also just figured out what's going to be at the very top. Sharpedo. It's better than Gyarados. Better than Aggron. Worse than Gardevoir. The thing's half a shark to begin with, and now it's got this great big, like, I don't know, weird submarine blade thing for a nose. Camerupt is above Alakazam, below Clefable. It would be above Mewtwo if it wasn't for the weird, like, Majin Buu symbol on its forehead. That just makes me think, oh, this design was just literally made so that Maxie has a Mega Evolution. Yes, Altaria's good. Altaria is, I'll put it below Medicham. Altaria is really, really good. And it's really fluffy. Banette is going with Gengar. Actually, Banette is going above Gengar. It pulls off what it's supposed to be very well, and that's a creepy possessed toy. Absol, the first Mega Evolution I ever saw that actually disappointed me. Let's give it wings. And that's it. Ooh, these next two. Okay. Glalie, design-wise, I'll put it actually above Mewtwo. I like its design. Throwing in its lore, I would put it way lower. No, it's not just a big mouth ball. Have you ever seen the Sun and Moon Pokédex entry for Mega Glalie? Mega Glalie is actually used as the example of why no one should ever Mega Evolve their Pokemon. That big mouth on it, that's not because it's got a big mouth. It's because its jaw broke while it's Mega Evolving. Congratulations, you just Mega Evolved your Pokemon, and to do so, all you did was break its jaw. Yep. No, the Pokedex entries for them. Tyranitar. Glalie. Gyarados. And Aerodactyl. And Salamence. Those are the ones that have the darkest Pokedex entries of all the Mega Evolutions. And we're actually at Salamence now, so I can talk about that one. The Pokemon nicknamed the Bloody Crescent because it goes into such a rage at the pain that it's in when it Mega Evolves that it will just shoot at anything and cut it in half, including its own trainer. Those wings on it, it literally cuts people and Pokemon in half with them. Also better than Sharpedo because at least it looks like it can somewhat move. Give me just a second. I want to look up the exact entries on these. All right. Let's see. Gyarados first. Gyarados was one of the ones I mentioned. Where is the Pokedex entries? There it is. 3, 4, I want Gen 7. Mega Evolution also affects its brain, leaving no other function except its destructive instinct to burn everything to cinders. Mega Evolution places a burden on its body. The stress causes it to become all the more ferocious. It zooms out of the water at Mach speeds. Even large ships caught in its path are split cleanly in two. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl was another one. There it is. Aerodactyl. When it mega evolves, it becomes more vicious than ever before. Some say it's because its excessive power is causing it pain. It will attack anything that moves. Mega evolution is a burden on its body, so it's incredibly irritated. ZA's Mega Aerodactyl is just a repeat of the Sun Pokedex on it, okay. Tyranitar. I think Tyranitar had one. I keep going past it. Due to the colossal power pouring into it, this Pokemon's back split right open. Its destructive instincts are the only thing keeping it moving. I bet Bayonet's got an interesting one too. Extraordinary energy amplifies its cursing power to such an extent that it can't help but curse its own trainer. That's actually pretty tame compared to most of them. Garchomp. I think Garchomp's got one. Excess energy melted its arms and wings, transforming them into giant scythes. Its vaunted wings became scythes, sending it mad with rage. Its arms and wings melted into something like scythes. So yeah, basically, Mega Evolution causes pain to a lot of Pokemon. Glalie, there it is. The excess energy from Mega Evolution spilled over from its mouth, breaking its jaw. It envelops prey in its mouth, freezing them instantly, but its jaw is dislocated, so it's unable to eat them. The power of Mega Evolution was so strong that it smashed Glalie's jaw. Its inability to eat very well leaves Glalie irritated. Salamence, the weakness of dragon types. Anyone standing in its path gets sliced right in two while this Pokemon continues its flight without interruption. Mega Evolution fuels its brutality, and it may even turn on the trainer who raised it. It's been dubbed the Blood-Soaked Crescent. The stress of its two proud wings becoming misshapen and stuck together because of strong energy makes it go on a rampage. I'm noticing they went with the more tame entries for all of them in ZA. I haven't seen the actual entries for any of these in ZA yet. Okay, that's oddly specific. That's not that bad, though. Victory Bell, however, probably is. Nope. That's not that bad either. Starmie. I think it was the Pokédex that has it in this one. Its movements have become more human-like. Whether it's simply trying to communicate or wants to supplant humanity is unclear. So that's kind of got it. What about you? Pokédex. That's not that bad. What about you? What about for Alligator? It's just got stronger bites. Frostlass. Frostlass always has Pokédex entries that are pretty out there. It can freeze flames and wind. That's pretty bad. That's cold. Okay. Back to this. Metagross. I like Mawile better. It's up in S. And now we've got the worst Mega Evolution design of them all. Not a single thing left will be below this. And that's because I don't even know which of these is which. Latios and Latias. They're literally the exact same design, exact same color. The only way you can tell them apart is looking at their eye colors. The fact that two of them have the exact same design. And you might say, oh, one of them's just got straight wings, the other's got arms. No, that's just the pose they chose for them. In-game, they both look exactly the same. They have the exact same animations and everything. They're the worst Mega Evolution of all of them. Now, the Primals. I like you, Beedrill, but you're not as good as Kyogre and Groudon, and you're definitely not as good as Mega Rayquaza. The same generation that gave us the worst Mega Evolutions gave us what I think is the best Mega Evolution. I say that like Gen 3 gave us the Mega Evolutions, but they were all Gen 6. Gens 6 and 9. 10, 9. The thing with how supposedly home is gonna work with Legends ZA, it makes it very unclear whether it's the last Gen 9 game we're getting or the first Gen 10 game. Because supposedly, anything you add to home from ZA will be unable to be transferred to any other game. If you send anything to ZA, it will be unable to ever go back to any other game. And the last time we saw that was when we switched from Gen 8 to Gen 9. I know everyone's waiting to see where I put this one. Honestly, I'm putting it above above Tyranitar. Go ahead and say it, Gabby. I know you're thinking it. Lopunny, there's some bias toward that. It was once I started doing competitive again in Gen 6, it was my main Mega. Like, I even used it over Blaziken, and Blaziken at the time was my favorite Pokemon, period. It took until Legends Arceus for that to change. And as soon as I found out Baneri was in the game, I knew I was going to be adding it to my team in ZA, and sure enough, I did. It's a design I both like and hate. Like, I like the design they went for, but at the same time, all I can think is they gave her a reverse, literally a reverse bunny suit. That's what Lopunny ended up looking like it's wearing. Alright, Garchomp. Scythe arm wing melted together thing is going below Salamence. Lucario is going Above Metagross. The original Mega Evolution, Lucario. Not the first one we got to see, but it's apparently in both X and Y and in ZA, they make it point to say that it was the first Pokemon ever to Mega Evolve. Meanwhile, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire kind of disproved that with Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre. But that was more because they lost their power when they un-Mega Evolved, I guess. The orbs are their Mega Stones, so... Abomasnow, you're worse than Skarmory. Gallade is my second favorite design for Megas. Frostlass, pure. Honestly, the Snow Demon thing, the more I look at Mega Frostlass, the higher it's ending up. You're going above Medicham. Emboar is going below Clefable. No. Below... Honestly, below Sharpedo. Excadrill is going up below Beedrill. No, below Gengar. Dino... Dino is better than Scizor. Better than Pinsir. No, better than... better than Garchomp. Scolipede is also better than Garchomp. You, however, are... You're below Lopunny. And you, Electros, as much as I ended up liking your trainer, you're not that great. Better than Salamence. Chandelure is, out of all the new ones, Chandelure is my favorite. And we're back to what did you even change? But better than Meganium. Delphox, better than Mawile. Greninja. What did you even change, but at the same time doing ninja stuff? So slightly better than what did you even change stuff was? I'm gonna put it above Camerupt. Pyroar. Both male and female end up with this. You just gave the male version a bigger mane. That's it. But it's still better than... Absol. Eternal Flower Floette. Is at least better than... Honestly, what did it even change? All it did was attach the flower to itself. At least you're better than for alligator. Malamar. Malamar is good. Malamar is really good. I like Malamar's design, especially when it's animated. But Baracle, what is this thing? I don't even know for sure what its name is. That's how much I like this Pokemon, and that's going to be a problem later. You just gave it more of the, more binnacles. Like, Starmie's better than that, honestly. Dragalge. Dragalge, I'm putting it below Metagross. Halucha, what did you even change? You just put on a costume. But you're still better than... The more I think about this one, the lower it's going. I'm moving Emboar down to... below for alligator. Zygarde. Using this thing was fun, but it's... Honestly, it's a better version of Blastoise. Diancie pulls off what they were trying to do with Gardevoir. Drampa... Drampa goes between Beedrill and Kyogre, and Phalanx is going... between Steelix, I mean, not Steelix, between Swampert and Sceptile. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to share the completed one. I guess I've got to download it. All right. Gonna post that really quick on Twitter and Blue Sky. Alright. Alright, that's posted now. So we're done with the tier list. We can move on to this. I have to type out as many Pokemon names as I can remember, and it times me. Now, obviously, all the ones with Mega Evolutions are going to be in my mind because we just got done with that. So we've got Starmie, Grandpa, Skarmory, Diancie, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Latios, and Latias, Sceptile, Swampert, Delphox, Chestnut, there we go. I misspelled it. Greninja, Heracross, Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur, Alakazam, Sharpedo, Camerupt, Zygarde. There's a lot fewer in Kalos than I remember there being. Pidgeot, Beedrill, Gengar, Mewtwo. Okay, Mew works too. Absol. Remember me saying I wasn't completely sure on its name? When I try to type it in, it's going to give me a Pokemon mid-typing, so let's get that one out of the way. Barrel. Nope. Nicole? No? See, this is where it's gonna be a problem, because that's from a generation I think it's... I don't know, maybe that was Gen 6 and I just never use it. Scrafty. Did I get Skarmory? Yeah, I got Skarmory. Tyranitar. Dragonite. Victory Bell. Clefable. Gardevoir. And Gallade. What have we got on Megas? Oh, I've got a lot left. Dragonite. Oh, wait, I already put that. That's right. Salamence. Bennett. What am I missing between... Oh, Raichu. Gotta get Raichu in there. Pinsir. And Scizor. Gyarados. Steelix. Floette. Ampharos. Kangaskhan. No. No. How do you spell it? Kangaskhan. There it is. What am I missing between Alakazam and... that one. I'll get that one eventually. Houndoom. Why is Ash Greninja counted as a Mega Evolution? Manectric. Alright, let's get the starters out of the way. And we're gonna count Pikachu and Eevee in there. Because they were starters in Yellow and Let's Go. Oh, that's what we're missing. Okay. So, Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium, Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion, Totodile, Broconaw, Alligator, Trico, Grovyle, Torchic, Buskin, how do you spell Buskin? That's what I thought it was. We'll go back to that one. We know the name, it's just the spelling that's getting me. Mudkip. I heard you like Mudkips. Marshtomp. Turtwig. Grottle. Torterra. Char. Monferno. Infernape. Unova was Snivy. I don't remember its middle evolution. Superior was after it though. Tepig. Oh, there's another Mega that we missed. Okay. Pignite and Embor. Oshawott. Duwat. And Samurott. I missed the entire Piplup line. A spin. I don't know how to spell that one. Anakin. Braxian. Braxton. I don't know that one either. Okay. Brokey. I can't think of the name. Frogadier. That was it. Frogadier. Alola was Rowlet. Dartrix. And my favorite Pokemon. Give me just a second. I've got to go get a drink. All right, I'm back. My drink was on the other side of the room. How am I blanking on my favorite Pokemon? Somehow I'm blanking on my favorite Pokemon, and I don't know how. Decidueye. That was weird. I don't know the name of Litten's middle evolution. I've seen it, but I've never seen its name. Oh. Error. There we go. Oh, Alola's gonna be a pain. Alola's gonna suck to do. I know Primarina. I don't know the other two. Servine, that was it. That was the middle evolution. I guess I'll move on to Galler, where it was... Rookie? No. That wasn't its name. What was its name? I know Rillaboom. And Cinderace. And Inteleon. I know the final evolutions. Scorbunny. Was it? It had an E, that's why I missed it. Sobble. And I don't remember the middle evolutions on them either. Alright, Paldea's got... Wait, Coco. It's got... What? Waffle? Waxley? Brigatito? Meowscarade. I missed the S. I don't know how to spell it, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna start working down what I can think of right now. Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. Okay, that's the Eevee evolutions all out of the way. Pichu, Pikachu. Oh. When did I name Pikachu? When did I name Pikachu? I don't remember typing Pikachu in. Let's get all the baby Pokemon. Magby, Magmar, Magmortar, Elekid, Electabuzz, Electivire, Happiny, Chansey, Lissy, Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss, Cleffa, Clefairy, and I already had Clefable. What song is this? I don't know that by title, but I recognize the music. What's it from? Ghastly. Hunter. I've got Gengar. Dratini. Dragonair. Final Fantasy VI. Because I was doing Mega Evolutions first, and then I started on starters, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize that was from Final Fantasy VI. Alright, I guess let's knock out the 151. So we've got Rattata, 2 T's. Eradicate, Meowth, Version, and while I've been thinking about it, Berserker. I don't know how to spell it, apparently. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Pidgeotto, Nidoran, that gave me both, okay. Nidorina, Nidorino, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Spearow, Spearow, Sandshrew, and Slash. Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Tentacool, Tentacruel, Toadschool, and Toadscruel. Abracadabra, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Magikarp, Ekans, Arbok. That was what I couldn't think of there. Diglett, Dugtrio, might as well get the birds. And the fossils. And that filled one of the megas I was trying to think of earlier too. Tauros, Scyther, Scizor, oh, I already used it. Cleavor, if If I do it by evolution, I can think of them easier for some reason. Primer, Muck. Chop, Choke, a Champ. What trait evolutions didn't I get? Got 3 of them. Oh yeah. Onyx, Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Staryu. Did I get Starmie yet? I did. Lapras. Okay, thinking of the gym leaders now. Oddish Gloom, Vile Plume, Blossom, there it is. I knew I'd get it eventually. There it is. Venomat, Venomoth, a Horn, on, and Hyperior. Oh. Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat. Got all the Moonstone evolutions for Gen 1. I got all... I feel like I'm missing a Waterstone evolution. Seal and Dugong. Okay. In my mind right now, I'm in the Safari Zone. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a Waterstone evolution. I got both Leaf Stones. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Growlithe and Arcanine. Snorlax. Okay. Yeah, I've got to start thinking of it by area now. I've already cleared Mount Moon. Pretty sure I've cleared Rock Tunnel too. No, I haven't. I've cleared Lavender Tower now. Horsey seeking Kingdra. Goldeen. It wasn't seeking, I was thinking of Seadra. Ditto. How did I miss Ditto? Okay, I've got all of the gym leaders out of the way. I think. What about Blues teams? Have I got them out? I think I do. Okay. I've got all of Ash's Kanto Pokemon, all Brocks, all Misties, all of James's, Jesse's, Giovanni's. Got all the bug types, I think. Yeah, there's Pinsir. I'm still missing one that's got a Mega Evolution for Kanto. Why am I missing a Mega Evolution for Kanto? It's between Alakazam and Gengar. Not only that, but it's an old Mega Evolution, because this doesn't have the new ones. What is it, though? Oh! I know what it is! Okay. Doduo. Dodrio. Oh, I was missing some birds. What else am I missing? Oh. Maybe if I go over some of the the history ones, it'll help. I don't know its pre-evolution's names. Oh, that's not good. I thought Serena was the final evolution, but it's not. I don't know why I'm just suddenly thinking of random ones. No, I can't think of that one either. I don't know that one either. Oh, there it is. Tangela and Tangrowth. I knew if I started entering random ones in, I'd start getting some of the Kanto ones coming to my mind. That cover. Oh. Well, I hit the wrong key. I don't know. There it is. Drifloon and Drifblim. Reap and Flaffy. Okay, I got all the Gigantamax. Not even close. Okay. Applin. Appleton. Apple. Hydrapple. Hyrunt. Hyrantrum. Aurorus. Billy. Leap. And Rith. Armaldo. Watchog. Deoxys and Jirachi. Bagon, Shelgon. Puppet. Duskull. Dusclops. Dusknoir. Lampearl. Untail. Orbis. Dice. Reggie Rock. Reggie Steel. Reggie Gigas. Reggie Drago. Reggie Lecky. Wormpole. Silcoon. Cascoon. Beautifly. Dustox. Zangoose and Viper. One that Gabby will kill me if I don't get. Emolga. Tropius. Trapinch. Vibrava. Flygon. Electrike. Wingull. Pelipper. Slugma. Cargo. Torkoal. Blackoth. Vigoroth. King. Uchiana. Mightyana. Shroomish. Breloom. Roach. Muskash. I don't know. Ralts and Curlia. Zigzagoon. Noon. Obstagoon. Lunatone. And Soul Rock. Padu, Roselia, Roserade, Altaria, and Swablu. Cacturn. And Cacturn? No. Cagnia. I was thinking Cagnia was Cacturn. Illumise, Volbeat, Lustle, Minen, Relicanth, Whalmer, Whale Lord, Ismer, Cloud Red, Exploud, I'm still missing a bunch of evolutions from Gen 4. Celia, Darkrai, Yone, Manaphy, Elga, Palkia, Arceus, Shaman, Mesprit, Uxie, Zelf, Aldeo, Victini, Irna, Meltan, Melmetal. Hey, I finished a region. I missed Donphan, but I got Phanpy. I got Heracross already. I got Quillfish 2, Remoraid, Artillery, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Politoad, that's weird. Okay, Nummel. Carvana. There it is. Sudowoodo. Miltank. Misdreavus. Mismagius. Nosepass and Probopass. I was spelling it wrong the whole time and I didn't even think about it. did I get? Yeah, I got Absol. Kecleon. Jinx. And Smoochum. Okay. What song? Smash Brothers. Okay. I knew I recognized it. I've only got 7 left out of the originals. Some reason I'm having a hard time thinking of Johto. Okay, and Malamar. What am I at on Megas? You left. Some from Gen 4. Whirlipede, Scolipede, what was the first one? Okay. What's the name of it? And did I get Magirna? I did get Magirna. Okay. That was it. Okay. Oh. Ninkata. Ninjask. Chetinja. Shelmet. Blast. Escavalier. That was Unova, right? No? Yeah? No? Maybe? What region was that? Okay, yeah, I see it. Vanillite. Vanillux. Vanillish. Pupa. Vivillon. Can't think of the first form. Fanny. Orlix. Aromatisse. Puff. Natu and Zatu. Who else got Galarian forms? Yamask. Fagrigus. Reuniclus. Velocis. And Duosion. Durant and Heatmore. Zorua, Zoroark. Lillipup. And Sage, and Boar, and Seer, Simisage, Simipour, and Simiseer. It's really hard to spell out the ones that I've never actually... Okay, Sinistea. Nischa. Voltigeist. Ogerpon. Pecharunt. Serendipity. Nope. That's the only one of them I know the name of. No, Okidogi. Divity. I don't know. Give me ghoul I got, but I didn't get golden go? Maybe it's like ghoul. Yep. Shellos and Bastiodon and Shieldon, Granados and Pardos. Trumbeak. That go. It was Lola, right? Which one was it? Buchanan. Icky Peck. I'm actually surprised by how full I've got a Lola already. So land it. The Lazzle. Raquanid. Tana. Toxipol. No. Giratina. How did I miss Giratina? I'm still missing one. One am I missing? Yeah, I got Spiro and Firo. That's why I was getting it wrong. I swapped the D and the E. Okay. Nickit and Thievel. Love Disc. Rotom. Can't think of what the first form of that one is. Oh, yeah, I'm over halfway done. Huh. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. It's bugging me way less than it should that I don't remember Unova. Corvus Squire. Okay, Sunkern and Sunflora. I'm sorry, what? I'm seeing that right, aren't I? Like, directly above my head there. I think it's bugged because it keeps putting the last thing I typed in that space between Eevee and Lapras. Mantine. Mantike. Is there even supposed to be a space there? Hold on. There's 10 per row, 10, 20, 30, 50, 70, 80, 90. So yeah, that space does belong there. Artillery, Zatu, Zatu. Munchlax. I forgot that it was spelled like chicken at the end, because it's a chicken. Okay. I don't know why it took me so long to get that one. That was supposed to be a G. I'm still missing something on Megas. What am I missing? Okay, I'm still missing a few somethings on Megas. All but one of them are Gen 3. Ooh, Shinx, Luxio, and Luxray. Drifblim, I remember what Roark used. I don't remember what. Carnivine. Crap, what was the name of the one that's an anchor? Nope. Oh, those last ones over there are still bugging me. Okay, Mothim, Burmy, Madame. Flabebe. And Florges. Crap, what goes beyond, between Palkia and Regigigas? I got Shaman, yeah. I've got Dialga already. See, it's right here in Hisui and Sinnoh. Finneon. Let's see. Makuhita and Hariyama. Surskit, Masquerain. Oh, those were lower numbers than I thought. I thought they would be up by, at least by Trapinch. Lagoon, I got Poochyena. What else? God. Okay. Are there roaming legends in... Yeah, the Kanto birds, that's right. Basculin. And Basculegion. Okay. Gross. I don't remember the other genie's name either. I remember... Opus. Okay, Snom, Frostmoth, Yukumuku, Galio, Osmoum, Lunala, Jellicent, Scraggy. I'm actually running out of Pokemon. Stunfisk. Clang. type null. Corefish. Rodont. Krelp. Dragalge. I don't know. I'm actually out of ideas. Cast form. I think I've done all I can. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. No, it's not. Yeah, I've got nothing else. Alright, I guess that's where I'm stopping then. 616. Alright. 616 out of 1,025. Alright, we gotta find someone to raid. And alright, I'm gonna send you to a Dissonant Ruin and then I'm heading to bed. Wait. Yeah, Dissonant Ruin. Alright. Thanks for coming by, and I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing yet Wednesday, though. I've got it marked as Final Fantasy XIV, but that's honestly just a placeholder. Anyway, thanks for coming out tonight, and go say hi to Dissonant.